In the vast and often brutal theatre of the natural world, the stage is set for endless battles. Battles that are not always fought by the giants we so often imagine. The wilderness is alive with stories, many of which unfold far from the spotlight, in the shadows and undergrowth where the smallest creatures wage their own wars for survival. We picture lions clashing with buffalo, or great white sharks hunting seals. Colossal predators pitted against formidable prey, their power and ferocity on full display. These are the titans, the heavyweights of the animal kingdom, where might often makes right and the outcome seems inevitable. Yet, beneath the towering trees and across the endless plains, a different kind of drama unfolds. Here, in the tangled roots and shifting leaf litter, the unseen underdogs of the animal kingdom make their stand. These are the David and Goliath stories of nature, where the seemingly small and insignificant rise up to challenge and defeat creatures many times their own size. Their battles are silent, swift, and often overlooked, but their impact is profound. Imagine a world where a spider, no larger than a coin, dares to face a snake whose venom and speed have made it a feared predator. The spider waits, patient and calculating, every movement a testament to its evolutionary mastery. Or consider the delicate-looking insect, its fragile wings shimmering in the dappled sunlight, as it transforms into a ruthless hunter, striking with precision and speed that belies its appearance. These encounters challenge everything we think we know about the predator-prey relationship. In these hidden arenas, cunning and adaptation often outweigh brute force. Again and again, the underdogs prove that survival in the wild is not just about size or strength, but about strategy, innovation, and the relentless will to live. Their arsenal is vast and varied. Potent venoms that can paralyze in seconds, webs spun with the precision of master engineers, and stingers that deliver chemical cocktails designed to subdue even the most daunting adversaries. Over millions of years, spiders, centipedes, and insects have honed these tools to perfection. Their bodies are marvels of specialization, fangs that inject neurotoxins, legs that sense the faintest vibrations, silk that is stronger than steel by weight. When a larger animal stumbles into their domain, the outcome is never certain. The web becomes a battlefield, the silk a snare, and the underdog a master tactician. These are not just random freak occurrences, they are a fundamental part of the ecosystem, woven into the very fabric of life. Every victory and defeat shapes the balance of power in the wild. Picture a young snake, its scales glistening as it glides through the undergrowth. It is a predator in its own right. Armed with venom and speed, its senses tuned to the slightest movement. The snake moves with confidence, certain of its place in the food chain, its tongue flicking to taste the air, its eyes sharp and unblinking. But in the wild, even the most skilled hunter can make a single, fatal mistake. One misstep, one moment of hesitation, and the balance shifts. The snake brushes against a single, almost invisible strand of silk, an unassuming thread that marks the boundary of a deadly trap. In an instant, its world is turned upside down. The silk tightens, the web trembles, and the snake finds itself ensnared, its strength useless against the sticky embrace of the spider's masterpiece. The hunter has become the hunted. Vulnerable and immobilized, the snake faces a fate it never anticipated. Across the animal kingdom, these stories play out again and again. Small predators, armed with ingenuity and lethal adaptations, overpower creatures many times their size, rewriting the rules of survival. From the deepest jungles to the driest deserts, from the highest canopies to the darkest burrows, the world is filled with these epic showdowns, each one a testament to the resilience and adaptability of life. In the Australian outback, the rainforests of South America, and even the quiet corners of a sun-dappled meadow, these underdogs rise to the challenge, their stories echoing through the wild. The science behind their success is as fascinating as their battles. Venoms crafted through eons of evolution, webs engineered with mathematical precision, and strategies that defy imagination. Prepare to be amazed, for the world of Venomous Showdowns is a realm of surprises. Here, the smallest creatures prove that they are among the deadliest, and in the endless struggle for survival, the underdog is never to be underestimated. In the world of arachnids, silk is more than a tool. It's a masterpiece of evolution, woven with purpose and precision. When a spider begins to spin, it draws from ancient instincts, crafting a structure that is both delicate and deadly. Each strand is placed with intention, forming a geometric tapestry that glistens in the morning light, almost invisible to the untrained eye, yet perfectly engineered for its purpose. These webs are not mere decorations suspended in the air. They are the culmination of millions of years of adaptation, each design tailored to the spider's hunting style and environment. Some webs are orbs, others are tangled sheets or funnel-shaped traps, but all are marvels of natural engineering. The construction process is a feat of patience and skill. With each movement, the spider reinforces its creation, ensuring that every junction and spiral is strong enough to withstand the struggles of prey many times its own size. Spider silk is a wonder of the natural world. For its weight, it surpasses steel in strength, yet it remains astonishingly flexible and elastic. This unique combination allows the web to absorb the impact of a flying insect, or even a small vertebrate, without breaking. At the heart of the web, the spider waits, motionless, every sense attuned to the faintest vibration. The web is not just a trap, but an extension of the spider's own body, a sensory network that transmits information about the outside world. This three-dimensional hunting ground allows the spider to capture a wide array of prey. Whether it's a swift-flying insect, a cautious crawler, or even a slithering snake, the web's sticky threads and strategic placement make escape nearly impossible. The web grows and adapts, expanding as needed, repaired and reinforced after every catch. It is a living structure, constantly maintained and improved, a testament to the spider's ingenuity. Even formidable creatures like snakes can find themselves ensnared. The silk's adhesive properties and tensile strength combine to immobilize prey that would otherwise be untouchable. Once the web has done its work, the spider approaches, bringing forth its second adaptation, venom. The fangs, sharp and precise, deliver a droplet of this potent substance with surgical accuracy. Spider venom is a complex blend of proteins and enzymes, primarily neurotoxins that target the nervous system. Each species has its own unique formula, honed to subdue the specific prey it hunts. The effects are swift and devastating. Muscles seize, movement ceases, and the struggle is over before it truly begins. Even animals, many times the spider's size, can be brought down by this chemical arsenal. Unlike predators that rely on brute strength, the spider's power lies in precision and patience. It circles its immobilized victim, waiting for the venom to take full effect. A single, well-placed bite is all it takes. The fangs pierce the exoskeleton or skin, delivering the venom deep within. The venom works from the inside out, paralyzing the prey, shutting down vital functions and ensuring there is no chance of escape. The spider waits, patient and unhurried, as the struggle fades. The web and venom together form a system of predation that is both elegant and merciless. The harmony between silk and venom is the secret to the spider's success. Each adaptation complements the other, creating a synergy that few prey can overcome. In one extraordinary instance, a common cobweb spider subdued a garter snake weighing 355 times more than itself. The web's strength and the venom's potency made this feat possible. The sticky silk held the snake fast, wrapping around its scales and binding it in place, preventing any hope of escape. The snake's strength was useless against the web's tenacity. Every movement only tightened the bonds, exhausting the trapped animal. The spider, undeterred by the size of its prey, delivered bite after bite, injecting venom until the snake finally succumbed. This is the triumph of strategy and specialization over sheer power, a testament to the spider's evolutionary mastery. The act of feeding is as specialized as the hunt itself. The spider approaches its subdued meal, ready to begin a process unlike any other predator. Lacking chewing mouthparts, spiders have evolved a method of external digestion. Their mouthparts, called chelicerae, are adapted to inject digestive enzymes directly into the prey. These enzymes break down the internal tissues, transforming solid flesh into a nutrient-rich liquid. The spider's chelicerae work with precision, ensuring the enzymes reach deep within the prey's body, maximizing the extraction of nutrients. Gradually, the prey's tissues liquefy, visible through the translucent skin or exoskeleton as the spider's meal is prepared from within. The spider then consumes the liquefied remains, leaving behind only an empty husk, a silent testament to the efficiency of its feeding strategy. For some spiders, a single large meal, such as a snake, can provide sustenance for weeks or even months, fueling the next cycle of web building and hunting. In the silent world of silk and venom, the spider reigns supreme. Its adaptations a perfect blend of artistry and lethality, allowing it to thrive where others would falter. Deep within the sun-baked heart of Australia, a land sculpted by extremes, a silent war rages beneath the red dust and tangled brush. Here, survival is a game of cunning and adaptation, and the smallest creatures often wield the deadliest weapons. Among these tiny terrors, the redback spider stands out as a master of ambush and deception. Her jet-black body, marked by a vivid crimson stripe, is a warning flag in the undergrowth, a signal to all who cross her path that danger lurks within her tangled lair. Though she is scarcely larger than a pea, the female redback is a formidable predator. Her size belies her power, for within her tiny frame lies a venomous arsenal capable of felling creatures many times her own weight. Her web, spun low to the ground, is a marvel of chaotic engineering. Unlike the symmetrical orbs of other spiders, the redback's web is a labyrinth of sticky silk, a fortress of confusion and entrapment. Each strand is a potential snare, each tangle a trap for the unwary. The web's design is no accident. Sticky tripwires stretch from the main structure down to the earth, lying in wait for the scurrying feet of lizards, the darting forms of small mammals, and in rare and dramatic moments, the sinuous glide of a snake. In one legendary encounter, a young eastern brown snake, already a shadowy terror in its own right, found itself ensnared in the redback's silken maze. The eastern brown, though juvenile, is a creature born of venom and speed, a future master of the hunt. Even at a young age, the brown snake is a predator to be reckoned with. Its slender body conceals lightning reflexes and a venomous bite that can bring down much larger prey. Yet in the web, its power is rendered useless. The snake's journey through the undergrowth ended abruptly as it became hopelessly entangled. The more it struggled, the tighter the web's embrace became, each movement only sealing its fate. From above, the redback spider descended with calculated precision. Despite being dwarfed by her captive, she moved with the confidence of a seasoned hunter, her fangs poised to deliver a dose of her potent venom. The snake thrashed, its muscles rippling in a desperate attempt to break free. But the web, woven from silk stronger than steel by weight, held fast. Each fiber flexed and tightened, a testament to the spider's evolutionary mastery. The redback's venom, a complex cocktail of neurotoxins, is her greatest weapon. Latrotoxin, the primary agent, is a molecular saboteur, disrupting the nervous systems of her prey with ruthless efficiency. As the venom courses through the snake's body, chaos erupts within. Nerve signals misfire, muscles convulse uncontrollably, and the snake's legendary agility is reduced to spasms and stillness. The struggle fades. Paralysis sets in, and the once feared predator is now a silent, motionless prize suspended in a web that glistens in the harsh Australian sun. For the young brown snake, the encounter is over almost as soon as it began. The venom's effect is swift, leaving no hope for escape or retaliation. With the snake subdued, the redback spider begins the laborious task of hoisting her heavy prize into the heart of her web. Inch by inch, she lifts the snake, her silk acting as both winch and anchor. The sight is astonishing, a tiny arachnid dominating a creature that, in any other setting, would be the undisputed threat. Here the tables are turned by the power of venom and the ingenuity of silk. The snake's youth and inexperience may have played a role, but in this contest the redback's strategy and weaponry are the deciding factors. The web is her kingdom, and within it she is unrivaled. Across the Australian landscape, similar dramas unfold. Redback spiders and their widow relatives have perfected the art of subduing creatures far larger than themselves, their webs littered with the remains of vanquished foes. Widow spiders, in fact, are responsible for nearly half of all known cases where spiders have preyed upon snakes. Their reputation as giant killers is well earned, and their methods are as effective as they are chilling. The combination of a web engineered for entrapment and a venom designed for rapid incapacitation makes these spiders some of the most efficient predators in the animal kingdom. In the world of venomous creatures, size is often irrelevant. What matters is the potency of the toxin and the precision of its delivery. The redback spider exemplifies this truth, turning the tables on much larger adversaries. In the harsh, unforgiving wilds of Australia, the redback spider reigns as a tiny terror, her web a stage for some of nature's most dramatic and unexpected showdowns. Here, the smallest hunter can bring down the mightiest foe, and the legend of the redback grows with every silken victory. While widow spiders rely on potent venom and ground-level traps, another group of spiders takes a different approach: sheer scale and architectural mastery. Meet the golden orb-weavers of the genus Nephila, legendary for their size and the dazzling webs they spin. These are some of the largest web-spinning spiders in the world, and their webs are nothing short of architectural marvels, vast, intricate, and perfectly engineered for both strength and efficiency. Spanning several feet across, these enormous circular webs are woven from golden-hued silk that shimmers in the sunlight, casting a luminous glow through the undergrowth. This silk is not only beautiful but also incredibly strong, one of the toughest natural fibers on Earth. It is capable of ensnaring not just large insects but also small birds, bats, and astonishingly even snakes. Deep within the lush, humid forests of northern Australia, the golden orb-weaver's web becomes a silent sentinel suspended between branches, waiting for the unwary. In these tangled jungles, a giant golden orb-weaver may snare a baby green tree snake in its vast sticky net, a testament to the web's formidable power. The snake, several inches long, dangles helplessly in mid-air, its slender body hopelessly tangled in the golden threads. Each attempt to escape only tightens the silken bonds. The spider, a giant in its own right, with long, spindly legs, approaches with deliberate calm, feeding on its unusual catch, an event that echoes through the web of life in the forest. Unlike the redback, which relies on overpowering venom, the orb-weaver's primary strategy is entanglement. Its web is a masterpiece of engineering, designed to exhaust and immobilize. The web's sheer size and strength physically wear down even the most determined prey, leaving them vulnerable to the spider's bite. The power of these webs cannot be overstated. Each strand is a marvel of natural engineering, able to absorb the energy of a struggling animal without breaking. Built to withstand the struggles of powerful prey and the relentless buffeting of wind and rain, these webs endure where others would fail. For a small snake, blundering into one is like driving into a net made of steel cables, unyielding, unbreakable, and inescapable. Every frantic movement only results in more threads adhering to its scales, wrapping it tighter and tighter, until exhaustion sets in. This gives the orb-weaver a tremendous advantage. It can approach its ensnared victim with relative safety, the web acting as both shield and snare. With a precise bite, the spider injects venom to paralyze its prey, then wraps it even more securely in silk, storing it for a future meal. In the intricate web of forest life, the golden orb-weaver plays a crucial role. About 8.5% of all observed snake deaths by spiders are attributed to these large orb-weavers, shaping the balance of predator and prey. This method highlights a different path to victory in the spider versus snake showdown, a contest not of brute force but of patience, design, and adaptation. It is a battle of engineering versus biology. The snake brings muscle and speed, but the spider brings a fortress of silk, spun with evolutionary precision. The snake's agility and strength are formidable, yet the spider's web is an extension of its will, a silent, ever-watchful trap. The web acts as a force multiplier, allowing the spider to subdue prey far larger than itself, amplifying its hunting prowess beyond its physical limits. For the golden orb-weaver, its home is its weapon, its legacy, and its lifeline, woven anew each day, yet always ready to defend and provide. It sits patiently at the center of its silken fortress, surrounded by the living tapestry of the forest, waiting for the trap to spring. Here, the golden orb-weaver is both architect and hunter, a silent force shaping the delicate balance of its ecosystem. Not all spiders are web spinners. Some, like the formidable Tarantula, have evolved to become masters of the silent hunt. These giants of the arachnid world do not rely on silk to ensnare their victims. Instead, they prowl the forest floor, their bodies low and movements calculated, blending seamlessly with the leaf litter and shadows. Every step is measured, every pause deliberate as they stalk their quarry with a patience that borders on predatory artistry. These are the tarantulas, the heavyweights of the spider world, creatures whose size and presence command respect among all who share their domain. Across tropical rainforests and arid deserts, tarantulas have carved out territories where they reign as apex ambush predators. Their burrows, expertly crafted and concealed, serve as both fortress and hunting blind, allowing them to vanish from sight and wait for the perfect moment to strike. They don't build traps. They are the trap. With bodies pressed flat against the earth, they become nearly invisible, their cryptic coloration and stillness making them indistinguishable from the terrain. Tarantulas possess an extraordinary sensitivity to the world around them. Their legs are covered in fine, hair-like bristles that pick up the faintest tremors, each vibration a potential signal of prey drawing near. They can distinguish the hesitant scuttle of a beetle from the slithering approach of a snake, reading the language of the earth itself. When a victim crosses the invisible threshold of danger, the tarantula explodes from its hiding place with astonishing speed. Its powerful legs propel it forward in a sudden, silent lunge, and in a heartbeat the prey is ensnared in a vice-like grip. Tarantulas account for about 10% of documented snake-killing incidents by spiders, and their hunting method is, well, brutally direct. There is no hesitation, only the raw, primal force of a predator that has honed its ambush tactics over millions of years. Instead of a web, their primary weapons are their chelicerae, their fangs. These formidable tools are the tarantula's answer to the armor and agility of their prey. In the largest species, these fangs can exceed 2 centimeters in length, gleaming like a pair of hypodermic needles. They are designed to pierce tough scales and thick hides, delivering venom with surgical precision. When a tarantula attacks a snake, it often targets the vulnerable head or neck, driving its massive fangs deep into flesh. The venom acts swiftly, paralyzing the serpent and beginning the process of digestion from within. This is a high-risk strategy. The snake, even in its final moments, can lash out with deadly force, and the tarantula must rely on its agility and strength to avoid a fatal bite. Unlike a web spinner, the tarantula is locked in direct combat with its prey. The struggle is intense and immediate, each twist and coil of the snake met with the relentless grip of the spider's legs. In this close-quarters battle, the tarantula's size and muscular power often tip the scales in its favor. In the wild, such encounters are rare and dramatic. The outcome is never certain, but when the tarantula prevails, it is a testament to the effectiveness of its ambush tactics and predatory prowess. After the struggle, the tarantula begins to feed, its powerful mouthparts breaking down the snake's flesh. The meal is immense, providing sustenance for days, sometimes even weeks, as the spider consumes its prize in the safety of its lair. The spider's ambush is not just a test of strength, but of patience and timing. It waits for the perfect moment, striking only when success is all but assured. The venom of a tarantula, while generally not as dangerous to larger animals, is devastating to its usual prey. Insects, lizards, and small mammals fall quickly, their bodies succumbing to the potent cocktail of toxins. For a snake, a bite from those massive fangs delivers a huge dose of venom directly into its body, quickly shutting down its systems. The tarantula's attack is swift, efficient, and often fatal. Even the seemingly fragile daddy longleg spider, with its delicate frame, has been observed overpowering snakes. Its tactics differ, but the outcome is the same. The serpent falls to the spider's ingenuity. In some cases, a young snake becomes ensnared in a chaotic web, its struggles only tightening the silken bonds. The spider moves in, methodically biting and weakening its captive until resistance ceases. The web, though not particularly strong, becomes a deadly trap when combined with persistent venomous bites. The snake, despite its strength, is eventually subdued by the relentless assault. These scenes, from the tarantula's sudden ambush to the web spinner's patient entrapment, reveal the astonishing diversity of spider hunting strategies. There is no single path to victory, only the relentless drive to survive. Whether through cunning traps or brute force attacks, these 8-legged predators have mastered the art of the ambush, proving time and again that in the world of spiders and snakes, the unexpected is always possible. Spiders aren't the only small creatures capable of taking down snakes. In the hidden world beneath the water's surface, another silent assassin lurks, one whose predatory prowess is the stuff of legend. The insect world has its own share of formidable predators, and few are as fearsome or as efficient as the giant waterbug. These aquatic hunters are perfectly adapted to life in ponds, lakes, and slow-moving streams, where they reign as apex predators among invertebrates. Their reputation is built on their remarkable hunting abilities and the arsenal of adaptations that make them so deadly. With a body built for stealth and power, the giant waterbug is a master of aquatic ambush. Found in ponds and streams across the globe, the largest species can reach over 4 inches in length, making them giants among aquatic insects. Their size alone is intimidating, but it's their behavior that truly sets them apart. Giant waterbugs are built for ambush. They often hang motionless, upside down, just beneath the water's surface, their bodies perfectly camouflaged against the dappled light. A snorkel-like breathing tube at their rear allows them to remain hidden for hours, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. The hunting technique of the giant waterbug is a marvel of predatory efficiency. With patience bordering on the supernatural, it waits, unmoving, as potential prey drifts closer, unaware of the danger lurking just below. Camouflage is its first weapon. The bug's flattened, leaf-like body blends seamlessly with submerged vegetation and debris, making it nearly invisible to passing animals. When a victim, be it a fish, a tadpole, a small turtle, or even a water snake, ventures too close, the giant waterbug's senses come alive. Sensitive antennae detect the faintest vibrations, signaling the approach of prey. In a sudden burst of speed, the bug lunges forward, its powerful pincer-like front legs snapping shut around the unsuspecting animal. The grip is unyielding, holding the struggling prey in a vice from which escape is nearly impossible. These raptorial legs are lined with spines, designed to pierce and hold even the most slippery of victims. The bug's strength is astonishing, allowing it to subdue animals much larger than itself. Once the prey is secured, the giant waterbug deploys its most fearsome weapon, a sharp, beak-like proboscis. This specialized mouthpart is driven deep into the victim's body, delivering a potent cocktail of enzymes and toxins. The saliva injected is both paralyzing and digestive. It quickly immobilizes the prey, halting all resistance while simultaneously beginning the process of breaking down tissues from within. This saliva is not just a venom, it's a powerful digestive agent, turning the insides of the prey into a nutrient-rich slurry. The transformation is rapid and the prey's internal organs are liquefied in a matter of minutes. Much like a spider, the giant waterbug feeds by external digestion, consuming only the liquefied remains. This method allows it to extract maximum nutrition with minimal effort. The injected fluid rapidly paralyzes the victim, stopping its struggles, and then begins to break down its internal organs into a thick slurry. The prey, now helpless, is at the mercy of its captor. The bug then uses its proboscis like a straw, drawing out the liquefied tissues and leaving behind only an empty husk. This feeding strategy is both efficient and ruthless. This method is so effective that these insects can overpower animals significantly larger and stronger than themselves. Even a small water snake, with its speed and agility, is no match for the giant waterbug's lethal embrace. Once caught in the bug's unyielding grip, a snake's fate is sealed. The toxic saliva works quickly, and escape becomes impossible as paralysis sets in. The success of the giant waterbug is a testament to the power of specialized anatomy. Every part of its body, from its raptorial legs to its piercing beak, is honed for predation. Its breathing tube allows it to remain hidden and patient, waiting for hours or even days for the perfect opportunity. This patience is rewarded with a meal that sustains the bug and, in turn, shapes the balance of its ecosystem. Its powerful raptorial front legs are designed for one purpose: grabbing and holding prey with unbreakable force. These adaptations make it one of the most successful hunters in its watery world, and its piercing beak, combined with digestive saliva, provides a chemical weapon that few aquatic animals can withstand. This combination of physical and chemical weaponry makes the giant waterbug a true terror of the shallows. For any small snake venturing into the water, the silent, waiting giant waterbug represents a mortal threat. Its presence is a constant reminder that danger in the aquatic world often comes from below. In the grand tapestry of the ecosystem, the giant water bug plays a vital role, controlling populations of fish, amphibians, and even reptiles. Its predatory behavior keeps the balance, proving that in nature even the smallest hunter can have the greatest impact. In the silent world of the undergrowth, patience is a weapon as sharp as any fang or claw. Here, predators like the praying mantis, the orb-weaver spider, and the ambush viper reign supreme, not through brute force alone, but through a mastery of stillness and timing. The praying mantis, with its slender body and prayer-like posture, appears delicate and serene, but beneath this calm exterior lies the heart of a voracious and fearless predator, one that waits motionless for hours, blending perfectly with the leaves and stems. The orb-weaver spider, too, is a master of patience. Suspended in the center of its intricate web, it senses the faintest tremor, a signal that a meal has arrived. With a sudden burst of speed, it rushes to immobilize its prey, wrapping it in silk before delivering a venomous bite. The viper, a snake renowned for its patience, lies coiled and unmoving, its body camouflaged against the forest floor. It waits for the perfect moment, striking with blinding speed when an unsuspecting rodent or bird comes within range. Its venom acts quickly, subduing prey before it can escape. These predators are famously opportunistic. The mantis has been documented hunting and eating animals much larger than itself, including lizards, hummingbirds, and even small snakes. The orb-weaver spider, though delicate, can overpower insects many times its size, while the viper's flexible jaws allow it to consume prey whole. In rare and dramatic encounters, the tables can turn. A mantis may overpower a small snake, gripping it with spiked forelegs. An orb-weaver may ensnare a powerful wasp, and a viper may subdue a bird with a single precise strike. Each of these predators wields specialized weapons. The mantis's front legs are heavily modified for grasping, lined with sharp spikes and held folded, ready to be unleashed. The orb-weaver's fangs inject potent venom, while the viper's hollow fangs deliver a dose of toxins that quickly immobilize. When the moment comes, the attack is sudden and overwhelming. The mantis's legs shoot out with lightning speed, snapping shut like folding knives. The orb-weaver lunges and spins, cocooning its victim in silk. The viper's strike is a blur, faster than the eye can follow. The victim is held fast, impaled by the mantis's spikes, paralyzed by the spider's venom, or crushed in the viper's jaws. Escape is nearly impossible. Unlike venomous predators that wait for their poison to work, the praying mantis often begins eating its prey while it is still alive, using powerful mandibles to chew on the most vulnerable parts. The orb-weaver liquefies its meal, drawing out the nutrients, while the viper swallows its prey whole, relying on digestive acids to finish the job. Each method is gruesome but effective, quickly incapacitating the victim and preventing any chance of retaliation. For a snake caught by a mantis, a wasp caught by a spider, or a rodent caught by a viper, the struggle is over in moments. Their own defenses, venom, stingers, or speed, are rendered useless. The battle is decided in the first fraction of a second, a contest of reflexes and precision. Among all, the mantis, the orb-weaver, and the viper are some of the fastest draws in the animal kingdom. Their success as predators highlights the importance of a decisive, disabling first strike, one that leaves no room for escape or counterattack. Each predator has evolved a unique strategy. The mantis relies on its incredible eyesight, patience, camouflage, and the sheer mechanical power of its forelegs. The orb-weaver depends on its web and venom, while the viper trusts in its stealth and toxic bite. By targeting the head or vital organs, these predators neutralize their prey's primary weapons and defenses in a single swift motion. The praying mantis, the orb-weaver spider, and the viper are chilling reminders that in nature, even the most graceful or unassuming creatures can be among the most ruthless and effective killers. In the world of patient and powerful predators, the tables can turn in an instant, and those we think of as invincible may find themselves at the mercy of a master of patience and power. If there is one creature from the world of arthropods that seems built for battle, it is the giant centipede. These ancient predators have roamed the earth for millions of years, their bodies honed by evolution into perfect instruments of predation and survival. These are not the small, harmless house centipedes you might occasionally see on a wall. The true titans of the centipede world are far more formidable, their size and power setting them apart from their diminutive cousins. We are talking about tropical giants like the Scolopendra genus, which can grow up to a foot long. Their armoured bodies glisten as they move with uncanny speed across the leaf litter, each segment rippling with coordinated motion. They are aggressive, fast-moving nocturnal hunters, armed with a formidable array of weapons. Under the cover of darkness, they emerge from their hiding places, senses alert, ready to strike at the slightest movement. Each of their many body segments has a pair of legs, giving them a powerful grip on any surface. This allows them to scale rocks, burrow into soil, and even cling to their struggling prey with unyielding force. At the front, their head is equipped with a pair of modified legs called forcipules, hollow, venom-injecting claws. These are the centipede's primary weapons, capable of delivering a precise and devastating dose of venom. The giant centipede hunts with terrifying ferocity. It moves silently through the undergrowth, antennae twitching, every sense tuned to the vibrations of potential prey. Using its antennae to smell and feel its way through the dark, it actively seeks out prey, which can include anything from large insects and spiders to lizards, bats, rats, and snakes. The centipede is an opportunistic hunter, adapting its tactics to the size and strength of its quarry. In a battle with a snake, the centipede uses its entire body as a weapon. It lunges with lightning speed, coiling its flexible, muscular form around the snake's body, pinning it in place. It will often launch itself at the snake, wrapping its long, muscular body around it in a deadly embrace. The centipede's legs dig in, anchoring it as it begins its relentless assault. This technique serves two purposes. It constricts and immobilizes the snake, preventing it from striking back or escaping, while the centipede positions its venomous fangs for the kill. With ruthless efficiency, the centipede brings its venomous forcipules into play, repeatedly stabbing and injecting its potent venom. The toxins work quickly, paralyzing the snake and beginning to break down its tissues from within. A dramatic scene documented in Thailand in 2017 showed a giant centipede attacking a snake while the snake was in the vulnerable process of laying eggs. The centipede seized the opportunity, striking with precision and overwhelming its prey. The centipede coiled around its victim, its many legs gripping tight as it delivered its toxic bites. The snake's struggles grew weaker with each passing moment, the venom taking its toll. The venom of a giant centipede is a complex brew of toxins that causes intense pain, paralysis, and tissue death. It is designed not only to subdue, but to begin the process of digestion even before the centipede starts to feed. For the snake, trapped and being injected with poison, the struggle was short-lived. The centipede's relentless attack left no room for escape or defense. This encounter perfectly illustrates the centipede's aggressive, all-out assault strategy. It does not hesitate, does not retreat, and will fight with every weapon at its disposal. This strategy allows it to overwhelm animals that would otherwise be its predators. The centipede's audacity and power make it a force to be reckoned with in the animal kingdom. In an even more bizarre case from Macedonia, scientists found a young viper dead with a centipede's head protruding from its stomach wall. The centipede had been swallowed alive, but refused to surrender. The evidence suggested the snake had successfully swallowed the centipede, only for the centipede to start eating its way out from the inside, killing them both in a gruesome final act of defiance. Even in the jaws of death, the centipede fought back, its predatory instincts undiminished. This incredible will to survive, combined with their potent venom and aggressive nature, makes the giant centipede a relentless adversary in the wild. Whether stalking through the undergrowth or launching a surprise attack, giant centipedes employ a blend of stealth, speed, and brute force to dominate their environment. They are true warriors of the undergrowth, unafraid to take on any challenger, no matter its size. In the world of invertebrate predators, few can match the ferocity and tactical prowess of the giant centipede. The battles between spiders, insects, and snakes are more than just shocking curiosities or viral video clips. They are a vital and fascinating part of the natural world, revealing the intricate web of interactions that governs life and death in every ecosystem. These encounters demonstrate that the food chain is not a simple one-way street where big always eats small. It is a complex network of relationships full of twists and turns, where a tiny hunter with the right adaptations can turn the tables on a much larger and seemingly more powerful foe. These showdowns are a crucial, if rarely seen, part of nature's system of checks and balances. By preying on young snakes, these arthropods play a role in regulating snake populations. Snakes are highly effective predators themselves, and without natural controls on their numbers, they could have a significant impact on the populations of their own prey, such as frogs, lizards, and small mammals. The spider in its web, the mantis in the grass, and the centipede in the leaf litter all act as a form of natural pest control. They are an essential part of the ecosystem's immune system, helping to maintain a healthy and stable balance by ensuring no single group becomes too dominant. These underdog victories also drive evolution. For snakes, the constant threat from small venomous predators creates an intense selective pressure. It might favor the evolution of tougher skin, faster reflexes, or even a degree of immunity to certain types of venom. For the arthropods, success against a large, dangerous meal like a snake provides a massive energy reward, giving them an evolutionary edge. This back-and-forth arms race between predator and prey is one of the primary engines of biodiversity, pushing creatures to develop ever more sophisticated and ingenious strategies for survival. Ultimately, these venomous showdowns serve as a powerful reminder of the complexity and wonder of the natural world. They teach us that every creature, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, has a role to play. The delicate balance of nature is maintained through these interactions, where each species, from the tiniest spider to the most agile snake, contributes to the overall harmony of the ecosystem. While these events may be rare to witness, they are a fundamental truth of ecology. In the fight for survival, ingenuity, strategy, and the right set of tools can be far more important than size and strength alone. And that is a lesson that holds true across the entire animal kingdom. Gap 2S. In the shadows of the natural world, an evolutionary arms race unfolds between spiders and snakes, each adapting to outwit and outlast the other. This battle for survival drives some of the most fascinating adaptations seen in the animal kingdom. Gap 2S. Take the Brazilian wandering spider, for example. This arachnid's venom has evolved to contain a cocktail of neurotoxins, which can paralyze even the swiftest of snake prey. In response, some snake species have developed thicker scales and faster reflexes, making it harder for the spider to deliver a lethal bite. Gap 2S. Another remarkable example is the black widow spider. Known for its potent venom, the black widow has evolved a unique strategy to ensnare its serpentine adversaries. Its web is not just a trap, but a sensor detecting the vibrations of an approaching snake. With pinpoint accuracy, the spider can strike, injecting venom that targets the snake's nervous system, immobilizing it almost instantly. Gap 2S. On the other side of this arms race, some snakes have developed partial immunity to certain spider venoms. The coachwhip snake, for instance, has evolved to withstand the venom of the brown recluse spider. This snake's resistance allows it to feed on these spiders without succumbing to their toxic bites, turning the tables in this ongoing evolutionary struggle. Gap 2S. Even more intriguing is the case of the golden Orb-Weaver spider. Its silk has evolved to be incredibly strong, capable of trapping larger prey, including snakes. In response, some snakes have developed the ability to sense and avoid these nearly invisible webs, showcasing the never-ending game of cat and mouse between predator and prey. Gap 2ES. These evolutionary adaptations are not just about survival, they are about thriving in a world where every advantage counts. The constant push and pull between spiders and snakes drives them to develop ever more sophisticated methods of attack and defense, fueling the diversity of life in their ecosystems. Gap 2S. This evolutionary arms race is a testament to the power of natural selection. It highlights the intricate and dynamic relationships that shape the natural world, where even the smallest adaptations can mean the difference between life and death. As spiders and snakes continue to evolve, their ongoing battle for supremacy ensures that nature remains a realm of endless wonder and complexity. Gap 2S. In the end, the evolutionary arms race between spiders and snakes serves as a powerful reminder of the relentless drive for survival that underpins all life on Earth. It is a dance of death and adaptation, where each species, through its unique strategies and adaptations, contributes to the ever-turning wheel of nature's balance. Gap 2S. The story of spiders and snakes is far from over. With each generation, new adaptations will emerge and the cycle of evolution will continue. weaving an ever more intricate tapestry of life. And in this ongoing saga, we find a profound lesson on the resilience and ingenuity of nature itself. Gap3S, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more fascinating insights into the natural world. Venom, one of nature's most remarkable inventions. Across the animal kingdom, this potent biological tool has evolved independently in countless species, each adapting it for survival in unique ways, from the intricate fangs of snakes to the delicate chelicerae of spiders and even the stingers of scorpions and centipedes. Venom is a universal language of power, defense, and predation. Among spiders, venom is tailored to subdue prey with precision. The neurotoxins of the Brazilian wandering spider, for instance, act swiftly, paralyzing victims in seconds. In contrast, the venom of the brown recluse contains enzymes that break down tissue, turning solid prey into a digestible soup. Snakes, too, wield venom with extraordinary diversity. Some, like the king cobra, deliver neurotoxins that can halt a heartbeat, while vipers rely on hemotoxins that destroy blood cells and tissues, incapacitating their prey and beginning digestion before the meal is even swallowed. But spiders and snakes are not alone in the venomous arms race. Scorpions inject a cocktail of neurotoxins and proteins, paralyzing insects and deterring larger predators. Even the humble cone snail, a slow-moving marine invertebrate, uses a harpoon-like tooth to deliver venom potent enough to kill fish and sometimes even larger animals. Despite their differences, these venoms share a common purpose: to give their wielders an edge in the fight for survival. Each drop is a product of millions of years of evolution, refined to target specific prey, repel threats, or compete for resources. In this silent war, venom is both sword and shield, a testament to the ingenuity and adaptability of life itself. By comparing these venoms, we gain a deeper understanding of the complex web of interactions that shape ecosystems. From the forest floor to the ocean depth, venom is a silent force, driving the eternal dance of predator and prey. As the sun dips below the horizon and darkness blankets the land, a new world awakens, a world ruled by stealth and strategy. For many venomous creatures, the night is their domain, where the cover of darkness gives them the ultimate advantage over unsuspecting prey. Take the elusive Sydney funnel-web spider. By day, it remains hidden deep within its silk-lined burrow, but when night falls, it emerges, poised at the entrance, sensing the faintest vibrations through its web. With lightning speed, it ambushes any passing insect, injecting potent venom that works swiftly in the cool night air. In the dense jungles, the Malaysian blue coral snake slithers silently across the forest floor. Its striking colors are masked in the darkness, while its specialized neurotoxic venom allows it to subdue other venomous snakes, making it both predator and rival in the nocturnal food chain. Meanwhile, in arid deserts, the deathstalker scorpion patiently patrols the sand, its ultraviolet glowing exoskeleton invisible to most prey. Using sensitive hairs to detect the slightest movement, it strikes with precision, injecting a venom cocktail that paralyzes insects and small vertebrates instantly. Even in freshwater ponds, the giant waterbug lurks beneath the surface, motionless and unseen. As tadpoles and fish swim above, it lunges upward, seizing its prey in a vice-like grip and delivering a paralyzing bite. These nocturnal hunters rely not just on venom, but on patience, camouflage, and acute senses. Their survival depends on a delicate balance, striking swiftly, retreating unseen, and always conserving energy for the next hunt. In the darkness, venom becomes more than a weapon. It is a key to survival, allowing these creatures to thrive where others dare not tread. The night belongs to them, and in their silent pursuits, the intricate dance of predator and prey continues, hidden from the eyes of the day. In the intricate web of life, venomous creatures are more than just solitary hunters. They are vital threads in the tapestry of their environments. Each species, from the smallest ant to the largest spider, plays a unique role that ripples throughout the ecosystem. Consider the relationship between the bullet ant and the rainforest. As these formidable insects patrol the forest floor, their venomous stings deter would-be predators, protecting not only themselves but also the trees they inhabit. In exchange, the trees provide shelter and nourishment, creating a mutual defense pact that shapes the very structure of the forest. Elsewhere, the symbiosis between the sea anemone and the clownfish showcases how venom can foster unlikely alliances. The anemone's stinging tentacles ward off intruders, while the clownfish, immune to the venom, gains a safe haven among its swaying arms. In return, the clownfish cleans the anemone and lures prey close, ensuring both partners thrive. Even predators and their prey are locked in a delicate balance. Venomous snakes help control rodent populations, preventing overgrazing and supporting plant growth. Scorpions, spiders, and centipedes keep insect numbers in check, maintaining harmony within their habitats. These connections extend beyond the hunt. Each venomous creature, through its actions and adaptations, supports a web of life that is both resilient and fragile. Their survival strategies influence the evolution of others, driving a cycle of adaptation and response that shapes entire ecosystems. Venom, then, is not just a weapon. It is a force that binds species together, weaving a story of connection, balance, and interdependence. Through their presence, venomous animals help sustain the environments they call home, ensuring that the dance of life continues unseen and uninterrupted. In the ongoing battle for survival, not all animals wield venom as their weapon. Instead, many creatures have evolved remarkable defensive tactics to outwit and deter their venomous adversaries, turning the tables in this age-old game of predator and prey. Take the nimble grasshopper mouse, for example. When faced with a venomous centipede or a snake, this tiny mammal possesses a unique resistance to certain toxins, allowing it to prey on creatures that would be deadly to others. But more often, non-venomous animals rely on speed and agility. Lizards like the agile anole use powerful leaps and rapid tail flicks to escape the strike of a lurking spider or a coiled snake. Camouflage is another essential tool in nature's arsenal. The leaf-tailed gecko blends seamlessly with tree bark and foliage, rendering itself nearly invisible to prowling predators. Similarly, the ground-dwelling frog remains motionless, relying on its dappled skin to avoid the gaze of a hungry tarantula. Some creatures adopt more direct defenses. The spiny mouse, covered in sharp, detachable quills, deters snake attacks with its prickly armor. Birds such as the shrike have learned to recognize and avoid venomous prey, instead favoring safer meals and teaching their young to do the same. Even insects have their tricks. Ants form formidable armies, working together to overwhelm a spider with sheer numbers, while beetles deploy noxious chemicals to repel would-be attackers. These strategies highlight a simple truth. In nature, survival often favors the creative. Through camouflage, agility, armor, and teamwork, non-venomous animals carve out their own paths, proving that even in a world of fangs and venom, brains and adaptation can be the ultimate defense. Their ingenuity is a silent testament to the endless arms race of evolution, where every predator inspires a new defense and every prey finds a way to fight back. The dance of survival between predator and prey unfolds not in isolation, but within ever-changing landscapes. Climate and habitat play pivotal roles in shaping the lives and behaviors of venomous creatures around the globe. In the dense humidity of rainforests, spiders like the golden Orb-Weaver spin larger, stronger webs to withstand heavy rains and catch swift-moving insects. Meanwhile, in arid deserts, scorpions emerge only at night, conserving precious moisture and avoiding the scorching sun, their venom evolving to subdue prey quickly in a world where every meal counts. As temperatures rise or fall, so too does the potency and use of venom. Some snakes in cooler climates become less active, relying on ambush rather than pursuit, while others in tropical zones may develop more toxic venom to incapacitate faster-moving prey. Even aquatic habitats influence behavior. Giant water bugs adapt their hunting strategies with the ebb and flow of seasonal rains, shifting their territory as ponds dry or flood. Habitat loss and climate change are now forcing many venomous animals to adapt at unprecedented speeds. Some species expand their range, bringing their unique defenses into new territories, while others face the threat of extinction as their specialized niches vanish. Through it all, the interplay of environment and evolution continues. Every forest, desert, and wetland shapes the strategies and survival of venomous creatures, reminding us that their world, like ours, is forever molded by the winds of change. Beyond the notorious spiders, snakes, and scorpions, a hidden world of rare and unusual venomous species quietly thrives. Some are so elusive their very existence seems like a well-kept secret of the natural world. Meet the blue dragon or Glaucus atlanticus, a tiny sea slug drifting on ocean currents. Its vivid iridescent body belies a potent defense. It harvests venom, from its jellyfish prey, storing it within its own tissues to unleash on predators. In the dense forests of Southeast Asia, the slow loris appears gentle, but is one of the world's only venomous mammals. Its bite delivers a toxin secreted from glands near its elbows, causing intense pain and allergic reactions in both predators and rivals. The platypus, an iconic Australian oddity, surprises many with its venomous spur. Males wield this unique weapon during territorial battles, delivering a painful, though rarely lethal, dose to rivals. Even among fish, venomous wonders abound. The stonefish, camouflaged as a simple rock, possesses dorsal spines that can inject a powerful neurotoxin, making it one of the most dangerous fish in the sea. And in the rainforests of Central and South America, the tiny poison dart frog secretes potent toxins through its skin, enough to deter or even kill would-be predators. Unlike most venomous animals, their toxins are used for defense, not hunting. These rare and remarkable species remind us that venom is not the domain of the obvious or the infamous alone. From the ocean's drifting dragons to the mammals of the forest floor, nature's arsenal is as varied as it is surprising. Proof that evolution's creativity knows no bounds. In the intricate theatre of survival, venom alone is rarely enough. Many venomous creatures have evolved another layer of defense or deception, the art of camouflage and mimicry. Hidden in plain sight, the leaf-tailed gecko clings to mossy trunks, its jagged outline and mottled skin blending perfectly with lichen and bark. Venomous snakes like the gaboon viper vanish beneath a tapestry of leaf litter, their cryptic patterns making them nearly invisible to both predator and prey. But some species take imitation to new heights. The harmless milk snake sports vivid bands of red, black and yellow, an uncanny resemblance to the highly venomous coral snake. This clever mimicry warns would-be predators to keep their distance, leveraging the reputation of venom without wielding it. In the ocean's depths, the blue-ringed octopus pulses with iridescent rings, a warning display that signals its potent venom to potential threats. Yet, when danger is near, it can vanish into the sand, leaving only a whisper of its presence behind. Even the deadly stonefish, with spines full of neurotoxin, relies on camouflage, posing as a simple rock until the moment to strike arrives. Through camouflage and mimicry, venomous animals play a high-stakes game of deception. Whether blending into their surroundings or masquerading as something far more dangerous, these masters of disguise remind us that in nature, survival is as much about illusion as it is about power. Beneath the surface of leaves and within the quiet crevices of forests, the story of venomous spiders and snakes unfolds in secret. Their life cycles are a delicate dance of growth, adaptation and survival, often unseen by human eyes. For venomous spiders, the journey begins in silk-woven egg sacs. Hundreds of tiny spiderlings emerge, each one already equipped with the instinct to hunt. Vulnerable and minuscule, they disperse quickly, some carried on the wind by gossamer threads, a phenomenon known as ballooning. As they grow, each molt brings new strength and the sharpening of their venom. The young learn to spin intricate webs or stalk prey on foot, perfecting the skills that will one day make them formidable hunters. In the world of venomous snakes, the cycle starts with carefully hidden eggs, or in some species, live birth. Hatchlings emerge as miniature versions of their parents, their tiny fangs already loaded with venom. From the start, they must fend for themselves, hunting small insects or amphibians and using camouflage to avoid predators. With each shed skin, they grow larger, their venom evolving in potency and composition as they mature. Both spiders and snakes face constant challenges, predation, competition, and the whims of climate. Only a fraction of the young survive to adulthood, but those that do become silent architects of their ecosystems, controlling populations of insects and small animals and maintaining the natural balance. The life cycles of these venomous creatures are stories of resilience and quiet power, from fragile beginnings to lethal adulthood. Their survival shapes the world around them, reminding us that, in nature, every stage of life is a test, and every survivor a master of adaptation. Hidden within the intricate web of life, venomous predators serve as silent guardians of the ecosystem. Each spider, snake, and insect-wielding venom plays a vital role in regulating populations, preventing outbreaks of pests, and ensuring that no single species dominates the landscape. By preying on the weak, sick, or overabundant, these hunters maintain a delicate equilibrium, one that supports the flourishing of countless other plants and animals. In the absence of these predators, chaos ensues. Insect populations can explode, crops and native plants suffer, and the entire food web begins to unravel. Venomous snakes help control rodents that might otherwise devastate seeds and saplings, while spiders keep insect numbers in check, protecting both wild and cultivated habitats. Even the most feared creatures lurking in shadowy corners are indispensable threads in nature's tapestry. Their presence is a quiet force, one that shapes the diversity and health of every ecosystem they inhabit. Through their stealth and precision, venomous predators remind us that survival is not just about the individual, but about the balance of all living things. Without them, the world would be a far less vibrant and far less stable place.